What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Yeah, yeah, what's good with you? Appreciate everybody coming through. I now tune into another episode of Boxing Matchups. Uh, Let me say salute to everybody that's in the building. Salute to Crush. Salute to Ricky Williams. Salute to Demetrius Bright. Salute DP Rocker. Salute Geo James. Salute Southern T. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Yeah, I'm on the move right now. Apologize. I'm not in the house. I gotta make a couple of stops real quick, but I'm still going to go ahead and cook while I'm making my moves. The show must go on regardless. Um, but I just want to talk about this fight we got going on this weekend. I went back and looked at the undercard and I looked at the press conference that they had on yesterday, and I really started thinking like, why is this card, this fight that's coming up this weekend, why is it a pay-per-view fight? This is not a pay-per-view worthy fight. Um, you got Keith Thurman, who's coming off a 30-month layoff, almost 3 years, 2.5 years layoff. You got Mario Barrios, who's moving up from 140, who just got knocked out by Tank Davis. He's never been a big name star even before that. So I mean, he's only being known because of Tank Davis. So he was never no big. He was no big star. And then the undercard, you got Leo Santa Cruz, and you got Josito Lopez. But I mean, none of them are pay per view worthy stars. Leo Santa Cruz, that's the co-main event. But I mean, like I said, he's not no pay per view worthy star. I believe the only pay per view that he was on was the one with Tank Davis. I'm not. I know he didn't headline his own pay per view. I believe that was the only pay per view he actually been in. I'm not sure if he was on another pay per view or not, but I know that's definitely the only pay per view that he headlined, which was Tank Davis. So and they charging $80 for this pay per view, and then they wonder why the fans don't support the sport, because you're putting on garbage fights. Everything don't have to be a pay per view fight, and a fight like this is not worthy of a pay per view. It's definitely not worthy of a $80 pay per view. If you're gonna put it on pay per view, you could at least did like you did the Louise and Martin pay per view. I believe that was only like $30 or $50, something like that. It's not worthy of no $80 pay per view. Then I heard the interview that Keith Thurman did yesterday, and it is a lot of funny things going into this fight. At first, I I literally I was picking I was actually about to pick Mario Barrio to beat Keith Thurman, because it was Keith Thurman coming off a 30-month layoff. Um, he hasn't been in the ring or whatever, and he's fighting against a 140 pounder, and we all know that Keith Thurman, he's been hurt to the body multiple times, and so I just thought that I thought it might have been Keith Thurman been past his time. It might be time to hang it up. But after I heard the interview that Keith Thurman did yesterday, where he said Mario Barrio and his team, they refused to sign off on the 8-ounce gloves. They wanted to be 10-ounce gloves. So it got me to thinking, like, hold up, uh, why would you want to wear 10-ounce gloves? You the younger guy with the faster hands. You put on extra 2-ounce gloves, it's going to slow your hand speed down. And you adding cushion to your punches. Now, I mean, it's only 2 ounces, but it's 2 ounces of cushion. You add 2 ounces of cushion to your punches. So, what's going on, Quee? Appreciate you coming through. Are you putting on that extra 2 inches of cushion because you scared that Keith Thurman gonna knock you out? Because it was coming out with um, different stories. At first, they were saying that Keith Thurman had asked for the fight. Hold on 1 second, people. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Yo. So yeah, it was coming out with different stories. First, they said Keith Thurman had asked for the 10-ounce gloves. Then they said Mario Barrio had asked for the 10-ounce gloves. So they was going back and forth for who asked for the 10-ounce gloves. But then when they did when I saw the interview that was put out by Keith Thurman had put his interview out first, and shout out to Everything Boxing, my man Keon. He played both of the videos, and he's absolutely right. Keith Thurman was the one that brought it up. Keith Thurman brought it up. It wasn't no reporter asked him about the gloves or anything. Keith Thurman brought it up, and he was saying that if Mario Barrio is so confident, why is him and his team asking for 10-ounce gloves? Why they refuse to sign off on the 8-ounce gloves? And then when I heard the Mario Barrio interview, Mario Barrio made it seem like Keith Thurman had asked for it and he just went along with it. But like Keon said, like I said, shout out to Keon because he put the video out, and like I said, I listened to both of the audio. Like he said, why would Keith Thurman bring it up if he was the one that asked for it? It's going to make himself look bad. You fighting somebody that's moving up from 140, and you asking for 10-ounce gloves, and this guy's moving up from 140. You supposed to be the bigger, stronger puncher. Why would you be asking for 10-ounce gloves? So it got me thinking. I mean, Mario Barrio going into this fight thinking that he needs Keith Thurman punches to be a little softer. I'm gonna have to take Keith Thurman. I'm gonna have to take Keith Thurman in this fight. I was about to pick Mario Barrio, but I think I'm gonna have to take Keith Thurman in this fight, and only because, like I said, Mario Barrio, he's already going in there with the thinking of no, Keith Thurman didn't ask for the bigger gloves. It was Mario Barrio. Mario Barrio. Keith Thurman didn't ask for it. Mario Barrio asked for it, Southern T. Mario Barrio asked for it. Keith Thurman brought it up. That's why I said, if Keith Thurman was the one that asked for it, why would he bring it up? Keith Thurman brought it up. He said Mario Barrio, everybody saying he's confident. He was saying the young boy ain't that confident because he asked for 10-ounce gloves. Mario Barrio brought it up, not Keith Thurman. I mean, Mario Barrio asked for the gloves. Keith Thurman just brought it out to everybody's attention that Mario Barrio asked for the 10-ounce gloves. So that's what I'm saying. I gotta go with Keith Thurman because Barrio's asking for 10-ounce gloves. You the youngest, fastest guy that's in the ring. Why are you asking for 10-ounce gloves? So he already going in there with the thought in his head that Keith Thurman is a stronger puncher. So he need that extra 2 inches of cushion because he's a stronger puncher. So you are already going into the fight scared. So I gotta go with Keith Thurman. He said, nah, Keith Thurman wanted to tell. I go, nah, you gotta listen to the audio. Demetrius Bright, you gotta listen to the audio. Shout out to my man Keon. Go to Keon page. He put a video up. Keith Thurman was doing an interview before Mario Barrio did his interview. Keith Thurman did an interview, and they was talking to Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman was sitting there saying, y'all saying this guy is confident, but he can't be too confident. He's asking for 10-ounce gloves. He's refused to sign on the 8-ounce gloves. He said, the only reason why I agree to it because it takes two people to fight. 2 people got to sign on for the gloves. He said they refusing to sign for the 8-ounce gloves. So they asking for 10-ounce. So he was like, he don't care. He'll go ahead and fight him with the 10-ounce gloves. He gonna beat him anyway. So you gotta listen to the interview. Keith Thurman brought it up. Nobody even knew nothing about that. Keith Thurman brought it up. It was no need for Keith Thurman to bring it up. Nobody knew about it. So Keith Thurman wasn't the one to ask for it. It was Mario Barrios' team asking for the 10-ounce gloves. So now you gotta go back and look at it. You'll see what I'm talking about. But yes. So when you going in a fight already scared of the person that you about to fight, I can't go that way. I can't favor you in a fight because you already got fear. The man already took your heart before you even got in the ring. He done already took your heart. So nah, I got Keith Thurman winning this. Now I don't see it being a knockout. With 10-ounce gloves, I don't see it being a knockout. Now I'm not saying that he can't knock him out. It's just a harder chance of it being a knockout with 10-ounce gloves. So I'm gonna pick Keith Thurman with a unanimous decision. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a unanimous decision. But he said, Demetrius Bryce said, I saw the PPV video. He said one thing and Mario dispute what Keith said. Somebody lying. No, like I said, like I said, it wasn't no need for Keith Thurman to bring it up. If Keith Thurman was the one that asked for the gloves, because it's gonna make you look bad. You the bigger, stronger guy. You're naturally a 150, a 147 pounder. He's moving up from 140. He's moving up from 140 to 147. Why would you bring up the fact of he asked for bigger gloves when you know he really didn't ask for it? If he didn't really ask for it, why would you bring that up? See, for everybody to see, not only did you lie about it, but you asking for the younger, smaller guy to wear heavier gloves, and you supposed to be the bigger puncher. Mario not a bigger puncher than Keith Thurman. Supposedly, he's not a bigger puncher than Keith Thurman. So why would he bring that up? Now I understand what you're saying, but if you gotta like I said, you gotta listen to Keith Thurman's video. I mean, his interview. Like I said, go back to Keon's page, watch it on Keon's page. He played the interview, the whole interview. Keith Thurman brought it up. Nobody asked a question. Nobody assumed the glove size or the nothing. Keith Thurman just brought it up out of the blue. There's no reason for him to bring it up. I can't see him. I can't see him bringing it up if he was the one that asked for it. You see what I'm saying? That's like me saying, me and you go out to a store. I robbed the bank. But I said you robbed the bank. And nobody asks us about robbing the bank. They say, hey, how y'all doing today? Yeah, man, my man just robbed the goddamn bank. Why am I gonna say he robbed the bank if I know I did it? I'm not gonna just come out. Nobody asked me who robbed the bank. I just came out and said, yeah, my man robbed the bank. And I know I'm the one that did it. Why would I just throw him out there like that? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Remember, Keith has a back. No. Keith came out multiple times since he's been training saying nothing is wrong with his hands. Thurman said nothing is wrong with his hands. And not to mention, Floyd Mayweather had problem with his hands for years. He never used a 10-ounce glove. He used 8-ounce gloves. He just used a special type of glove, but it was still an 8-ounce glove. Floyd had problems with his hands for years. He said, remember, you talk first to determine a narrative. I mean, I understand what you're saying. But he done told people multiple times since he's been training, there's nothing wrong with his hands. Not to mention, there shouldn't be nothing wrong with his hand. The man sat out for 30 months. There shouldn't be nothing wrong with his hand. If anything was wrong with his hand, they should be nice and healed up by now. Remember, he didn't have the layoff due to his hand. His layoff was due to something that was in his elbow. It was never his hands. It was his elbow that he had to lay off. Supposedly had the long layoff was because of the elbow, but we found out that he got married and started his family or whatever, and he decided to take a break. But it was because of his elbow. It was never because of his hands that he had the layoff. So yeah, I mean, I understand. I do remember he had problems with his hands in the past. But like I said, he's been out of boxing for 30 months. Whatever issues that he had with his elbow, his hands, his body, all that should be taken care of. Still, even still, you're not going to put out there that you asked for 10-ounce gloves. You just won't go fight. They didn't ask Mario Barrios about it. They had an interview with Keith Thurman. He brought it up. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to bring it up. There's no reason to bring it up. It was no question to say, hey, so what size gloves y'all use? Don't nobody ask what size glove y'all use when y'all talk. They usually just talk about the fight. They ask about the press conference or whatever, how you feel about training and all that stuff. Don't nobody go and ask, hey, so what size gloves y'all using? They don't ask that question. That's just something that you put out there. So that's what I'm saying. You can't put that out there if you were the one that brought it up. Like I said, if it was Keith Thurman that brought it up, I mean that asked for it, we haven't heard anything from his camp, from Mario Barrio camp. It was just Mario Barrio saying, nah, I didn't for Keith Thurman asked for it, so I just said, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and use the 10-ounce gloves. We didn't hear anything from Mario Barrio camp said no. Why he said Mario Barrio did? No, he's the bigger guy. He's you get what I'm saying? Keith Thurman is the bigger guy. If Keith Thurman was the one that really asked for it, they would have put that out there. This supposed to be the bigger, harder punching Keith Thurman. He asked for 10-ounce gloves. You know what I'm saying? This is a smaller guy moving up from 140. That's gonna be big news. Keith Thurman asked for 10-ounce gloves. He's fighting a smaller guy. What's going on, Daryl Deluge? Appreciate you coming through. Man, everybody that's in the building, do me a favor and just smash my like button. Like my man T say, hit my like button one time for me, please. I would greatly appreciate it. He said, not enough to pay for it though. Yeah, no, I'm not. Like I said, this fight is not worth. It's not worth no pay-per-view money. Not to mention, you got other fights going on the zone. I'd rather pay the money to see Carissa Shields. I'd rather pay the money to see Carissa Shields fight. I pay $80 to see Keith Thurman. I believe Carissa Shields and Chris Eubank fighting this weekend, fighting tomorrow. I think they said it's something like $30 or $40 for their pay-per-view. Yeah, right. See, I pay $40 for it. I'm not paying no 80. It's not worth 80. Like I said, they should have did the same thing like they did with Louise and Charles Martin. Their pay-per-view was like $50, something like that, or something like that. It was like $50. I mean, if you die-hard boxer fan, yeah, I mean, they probably pay $50. Ain't nobody trying to pay no $80. They probably they'll be happy if they get roughly about 50 to 75,000 pay-per-view. They'll be happy. They should be happy with what I should say. They should be happy. So if they, I mean, I'm not paying it. I'm not paying that money. What's going on, Gabe? Appreciate you coming through. Just talking about this Keith Thurman and everybody. I'm gonna drop the link if y'all want to come up here and give your take on what y'all think about the whole glove and Keith Thurman asked for it, Mario Barrio. Like I said, from my me looking at it, I mean, you could be right, Demetrius. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying from the way I looked at it when I heard the interview, it doesn't make sense for Keith Thurman to bring up the whole gloves when nobody asked you a question if you was the one to ask for the 10-ounce gloves. It just don't make sense to me. Why would you even bring it up? You just open up a hole for you to fall through. That you basically just made a daggone noose inside. They're waiting for somebody to put it around your neck because nobody asked you a question about the gloves. I didn't see the 17 said I didn't see the interview, but people reporting on it. Yeah. I didn't see the actual interview. Like I said, my man Keon, he played the audio. He played Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman had the interview first. He played the Keith Thurman audio first, and then he played the rebuttal, which was Mario Barrios interview. And like I said, nobody asked him a question. He just brought it up. So it's kind of me personally. I just don't feel that Keith would bring it up if he was the one that asked for the gloves. That's my take on it. I could be wrong. So like I said, Demetrius Bright, he could be right. It doesn't seem right. It just doesn't seem right to me. Hold on 1 second. Let me 1 second. Yeah. So yeah, I just put the link in the chat. If anybody want to come up here and give their take on it, feel free. Like I said, I have no problem with anybody expressing their opinion. I know we all family here. I don't mind talking boxing with anybody. I talk to a man on the side of the street if we want to talk boxing. As long as he know what he's talking about, I sit there and talk with him all day. But yeah, so that's my whole thing. I just find it real strange for him to bring it up if he was the one that asked for it. Hold on 1 second, people. Yeah, so I don't know, but then they like I said the other day, they're making this a eliminator, which I don't believe that it deserved to be an eliminator because Keith Thurman has been out for 30 months, and then you got Mario Barrio who's moving up to 147, so they just gonna bypass Boots. They're just not gonna let that man get no shot. They're gonna try to bypass him every day. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, hold on 1 second, people. Appreciate it. So they just gonna bypass Boots and not give him his opportunity. Then though he worked himself all the way up there, fought his way to the position that he's in. That 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 just don't seem right with me. Doesn't seem fair. However you want to call it. This man worked his butt off to get where he at. It's not his fault that Keith Thurman laid off for 30 months. It's not his fault that Mario Barrio started his career at 140. He just decided to move up to 147. Nah, they got to stand in line. That man got where he wanted. Now, Keith Thurman wanna be a title eliminator. Fight Boots. Fight Boots. Boots is already in position. You want a title eliminator? Fight Boots. Because Mario Barrio definitely don't deserve a shot. Mario Barrio definitely don't deserve a shot. You got me in your background.
Yeah, I know. All right. It was good.
Yeah. You good. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, that man Boots deserve a shot. And like I said, Keith Thurman if they want this to be eliminated, let Keith Thurman fight Boots. That's how I see it.
So this shit is eliminated. It's not. I thought Suleiman. Nah, matter of fact, Suleiman said it is a eliminator, but not a final eliminator. Then
Right.
That's what he said.
But my whole thing is you already know what they're going to try to do.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to if right in that
this.
spot.
Huh?
Yeah, hold on, I got another person. Hold on 1 second. My man DP Rocker. What's going on, DP?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
What's good, DP?
Nothing. What's going on with
Bro, we got a level 3 emergency down here in Ohio, man. It's crazy, bro. They just sent us home.
With the ice and shit.
Yeah, man. It's bad.
Everybody out working this motherfucker.
Man.
My grandma pal just went out. You finna come over here.
Yeah, bro. That's happening around the tri-state up here too, man. And power.
damn.
So I'm like, you know what? I know, bro. Where you up in DC, right?
Yeah, I'm in DC.
Oh, boy. Yeah, man. It's all good though today. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna chop it up with my boys today. See what's going on. What you talking about, Keith Thurman?
Yeah,
I'm talking about the whole fact that he asked the whole thing came up about the 10-ounce gloves. Some people saying Keith Thurman asked for it. Some people saying Mario Barrios asked for it. But like I said, my man Keon, he put out the video. He played both audios. They did a interview with Keith Thurman first, and he was basically saying that the guy's not that he's not that confident if he's asking for 10-ounce gloves. And my whole thing is, why would Keith Thurman bring it up? If Keith Thurman was the one that asked for it, nobody asked him a question. They don't ask a question, what size gloves y'all gonna wear? They ask about the fight. So it just don't seem like, it doesn't seem like logically like Keith Thurman will be the one that asked for it, but he was the one that brought it up. He said Mario Barrios asked for the gloves. They was refusing to sign on the 8-ounce gloves.
He's still moving like he's still a superstar. And the crazy part about it is they let him get away with it.
Yeah, like I said,
you know what I'm saying?
He might did ask for it, but the truth gonna come out. If Keith Thurman asked for it, the truth gonna come out. Because I haven't heard anything from Mario Barrios' team saying, no, it was Keith Thurman. Why he put it on us? It was Keith Thurman.
Right.
Well, I haven't heard anything yet from
them. What size gloves are they using?
They fighting at the 10-ounce gloves. They supposed to fight at 8-ounce.
I don't think Mario Barrios holding enough weight to even make that call, though.
They're supposed to fight at 8-ounce. Yeah,
you think Barrios?
Basically, 10-ounce gloves. Those,
you think Barrios got enough rank to tell Keith Thurman to wear 10-ounce gloves?
I mean, to be honest with you, Keith Thurman's supposed to be the bigger puncher, so you want that.
But I'm saying though, I don't think Barrios is in a position to change the glove size, but I do believe Keith Thurman. I believe Thurman got enough rank.
No, but they need both sides to sign off on it. If they refusing to sign off on it, then it's not going to be a fight.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Keith Thurman was like, he's like, fuck it, I sign off on the 10-ounce glove. It don't make me a difference.
So Keith more or less talking about, I'm gonna beat your ass regardless. That's where Keith is at.
Somebody lying.
Somebody lying.
So that's what I say. So, if Keith Thurman is lying, it's gonna come out. But like I say, I took the same notion that Keon took. Why would Keith Thurman bring it up? Nobody asked him about it.
Right.
That was my whole thing. Because he basically came out. He was like, that boy. He was like, the young boy ain't that confident. He's asking for 10-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, nobody asked him about the gloves. He just brought it up. That was my whole thing about it. I'm like, why would he even bring it up if he was the one that asked for it? Because he just basically opened up a rabbit hole for his own self to fall in.
Yeah.
And this is his coming out party at 147, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Barrios probably did.
This Mario Barrios first fight at 147, because his last fight was with Tank Davis at 140.
It sounded like to me he asked for them gloves.
Yeah.
It sounded like to me because of Keith. That's suspect right there.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it. Mario Barrios just coming off a knockout loss.
Yeah. Like
He's coming
when you said Keith Thurman,
a knockout loss. Go ahead, T. Go ahead.
When you said Keith Thurman said he ain't that confident, he asked for 10 ounce gloves. Yeah, Barrios asked for that shit.
Yeah, I think Barrios asked for that.
Yeah, Barrios asked for that.
Yeah. Like I said, you gotta remember Mario Barrios coming off a knockout loss to a smaller fighter in Tank Davis. Tank Davis moved up from 130 to fight Mario Barrios at 140, and he beat Mario Barrios and knocked him out. I mean, it wasn't a clean knockout, but it was.
He probably ain't as confident at 147.
Yeah, he stopped him at 140. You got stopped by a smaller fighter at 140. Now you're moving up to 147, and you're supposed to be fighting Keith Thurman. Everybody knows Keith Thurman for his power or whatever, even though he hasn't knocked nobody else in 2015. But to Mario Barrios, Keith Thurman is a top guy in the welterweight division. So, yeah, somebody lying, and it's going to come out. It's going to come out.
Oh, it's probably going to come out between the day and tomorrow because, I mean, they do the weigh-in tomorrow, right?
Yeah. No, yeah, they do the weigh-in tomorrow, and then the fight is on Saturday. So they're going to have another small press conference after the weigh-in. Well, not a press conference. There's going to be some questioning or whatever. Not going to be a press conference, but they're going to question them or whatever. And so, yeah, it's going to come out.
I think Keith more or less like, I don't care what you use, I'm getting you out of there. And, so that's, I mean, I don't know how Keith moving, but it just sounds like to me, it's like, it's whatever, man. Get this dude what he want. I'm going to whoop his ass and get him up out of there because Keith know this is his last stance at trying to get back into the rankings. If he doesn't have a good showing, it's over for Keith Thurman, man.
Yeah, and see that, and that's another thing. Why would Keith Thurman to get the fight with Bud Crawford and Earl Spence?
Right.
He was just trying to get a fight with Bud Crawford and Earl Spence. He's not going to ask them for no daggone 10-ounce gloves.
Right.
So that's true. You fighting a smaller fighter, and you're going to ask them for a 10-ounce glove?
Yeah, Barrios tripping, man.
Hold on for a second.
Yeah, that sounds suspect, T.
Yeah, Barrios probably did ask for that shit. And I ain't heard the audio though, but he said he ain't heard Barrios never denied. I ain't heard the audio though. I'm gonna have to go see. I'm gonna have to go check it out. But I ain't heard the audio though. But yeah, at first I was like, nah, Barrios ain't got enough rank to make no calls like that. But then when you Las Vegas, you do gotta agree on the glove side, so Barrios can make that call. They both gotta agree.
You calling that fight tomorrow Saturday? I ain't watching it.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay, I'll be over there then because I ain't paying $75 for. I can't do that.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. You gotta remember, Keith Thurman, he was trying to get a fight with Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. He's not gonna ask for no 10-ounce gloves with them. So why would you ask for a 10-ounce glove with a smaller fighter?
Well, it sounds like to me we just solved the mystery right there. It was Barrios.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Excuse me. That's what I was saying. It just doesn't make sense for Keith Thurman to answer. Keith Thurman is the bigger puncher. He's the bigger fighter. Even though Mario Barrios is taller than him, Keith Thurman is bigger than him. Keith Thurman is stronger than him. It doesn't make sense for Keith Thurman to ask for a 10-ounce glove. And I saw Demetrius Bright said Keith Thurman, he had problems with his hands, but Keith Thurman already done put out multiple times. There's nothing wrong with his hands anymore. And like I said, he's been sitting out for 30 months. If it was any problem with his hand, it should be healed up by now. And 2 ounces of cushion is not going to help your hand. 2 ounces of cushion is not going to help your hand. You need to do like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather had special type of gloves to help his hands, and they were still 8 ounces. They were still 8 ounces. They wasn't 10-ounce gloves. They were just special types of gloves for his hands because he had problems with his hands. So yeah, it just didn't make sense. But like I said, but the other topic that I was talking about was the fact that this is a eliminator for the WBC. It better not be the final eliminator. It better not be the final eliminator because, like I said, Boots worked his way to that position. He worked his way to that position. And if you wanted to be a final eliminator, then y'all need to put Boots in that mix. It need to be Boots and Keith Thurman, or Boots and Mario Barrio. If y'all gonna put Mario Barrio in the eliminator or whatever, they should not be jumping over Boots when Boots is sitting right there. I believe he's number 2 in the.
I said the same thing. I said the same thing, Conor Loco, but they in Vegas though.
Yeah.
So he ain't got no choice.
Demetrius Bryce said Keith Thurman is the A side and wore 10-ounce gloves. But I guess he said wanted 10-ounce gloves, but Barrios wanted 8-ounce, but said make the fight. He agreed to the 10-ounce gloves. Like I said, we're gonna find out because, like I said, Keith Thurman. He said Keith is the A side. Don't believe it was Barrios that asked for it. Laugh out loud. That's what Conor Loco said.
Yes.
Yeah. But like I'm just going by what Keith said, and like I said, Keith said Mario.
They both said the other one. They both said the other one asked for it.
Yeah, they both said the other one asked for it. Keith said Mario Barrio team wouldn't sign off on the 8-ounce gloves. They wanted the 10-ounce gloves. So, I mean, he said Mario Barrio said he just watched the video twice. Keith Thurman said Mario Barrio wanted 10-ounce gloves. The reporter then asked Mario Barrio, and Mario Barrio said Thurman requested a 10-ounce glove, and he agreed. So somebody's lying. Yeah, somebody's lying. And
who brought it up first? Who brought it up first?
Keith Thurman brought it up first.
Well, there we go. It sounded like it was Thurman.
That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point that I'm making. Why would Keith bring it up if he was the one that asked for it? Nobody asked a question about the gloves.
Right.
I mean, I could play devil's advocate, and unless Keith Thurman thought that Mario Barrio was going to bring it up, but when Mario Barrio did the interview, he didn't have the energy like Keith is lying. It was no energy like, oh, this man lied on me. I didn't bring up the damn glove. He brought that shit up. You see what I'm saying? If somebody lying on you, you're gonna have a different type of energy. It was just like he was too calm about it. He was like, nah, I didn't ask for it. Keith Thurman asked for it, so I just agreed to it. You see what I'm saying? If somebody lying on you and you know they lying on you, you're gonna have a whole different type of energy.
Right.
So I mean, like I said, somebody lying. Somebody that's for damn sure. Somebody's lying. So
we gonna find out.
We're gonna definitely find out about it. Somebody lying. We're gonna find out about it.
We definitely gonna find out.
But the whole thing is it's starting to become a circus act. And like I said, this fight is not worth no damn pay-per-view.
Nah. Not 75. It's not worth pay-per-view, and damn not worth $75.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I will be at somebody live stream, whoever's calling the fight, because I'm not buying it.
No doubt.
And I said, I didn't buy Tank Davis, and I think Tank Davis fight was a better fight than Keith Thurman and Mario Barrio. Now,
you know what? I kind of get the feeling like this is like the return of Keith Thurman. Like they hyping this up to like the return. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the comeback tour or whatever. Right.
I say this. I'm a little more excited about it now that the glove situation happened than I was yesterday. I say that.
Right, because it's drama. It's drama.
Yeah, it's drama. Yeah, there's some shit going on.
Macadocious of the South. What's going on? That's me.
That's me, Mac. What up, Kano?
Yeah, I mean, I understand that Mario Barrio is laid back or whatever, but I mean, even if you laid back, if somebody lying on you and you know they lying on you, still gonna have a different type of energy.
Oh, facts.
You're gonna have a different type of energy. I don't care how laid back you are, you're gonna have a different type of energy if somebody's lying on you.
Especially on this stage, especially on stage they on.
Yeah. That's my whole thing, because I'm a laid back type of dude. I laugh and joke or whatever, but I'm not I'm not no rowdy type guy or whatever. But if somebody lie on me, you're gonna see
it's
me
on.
go way off. You're gonna see a side of me that you never seen before. You're like, oh shit, I didn't know Dwayne was like that. But
Hey, I look at it like this though. It adds drama to the fight. So when if it go Saturday night, it's gonna be some fireworks. Even though we ain't watching it, it's gonna be fireworks. So now we might look back and say like, damn, we should have watched that fight.
Right. And that's the same thing I said about Tank Davis. The Tank Davis fight, I didn't buy it, but it ended up being a better fight than a lot of people thought it was going to be. Now, that could be due to the fact that Tank hurt his hand or whatever, but it still was an exciting fight.
Right.
It was still an exciting fight. I mean, I don't regret not buying it, but I mean, if I'd have known the fight was going to be like it ended up being, I probably would have bought it.
Oh, absolutely.
But it might be an exciting fight. But like I said, I was leaning towards Mario Barrios because of Keith Thurman. He had such a long layoff. I was leaning towards Mario Barrios might edging out a split decision. But now, after hearing this, I think Keith Thurman going to end up winning.
And it was you that told me that was Keith. Keith was looking good in training camp.
Yeah, he was looking good. He was looking good. But I was just saying his body looked good. Now, as far as when I saw him training or whatever, he didn't really look like the Keith Thurman that I'm used to seeing. But like I said,
right.
that could be due to the long layoff. That could be due to the fact that he had the little vest on or whatever, and we don't know how long he was sparring.
He did have a vest on.
Up until they did that video. We don't know
right.
how long he was working out or whatever, so it could be due to all of those effects. But my whole thing is, I was just going off the fact that the man's been out of boxing for 30 months. And
that's crazy.
And we know Mario Barrios was just fought Tank last year or whatever. And I was like, okay, he's more fresher. He was just in a fight, even though he got beat by Tank. He was just in a fight. Keith Thurman haven't fought since 2019 against Manny Pacquiao. So that's a long layoff.
Let me ask y'all a question though. Say hypothetically, and say Keith turned back the clock, and he did get Barrios out of here. How much credit will he get?
He should get him out of here.
He should. Okay, he should. Yeah. How much credit does he get? And then will we say like, okay, he can contend? Like,
how much? DP,
right.
Not to be a hater because I know I get the Keith Thurman hater because I'm a Spence fan, but just be real. How much credit can we give him if Tank did the same thing?
Now, this what I would say.
That's true.
Salute to Uncle Phil. Appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate you coming through. This what I will say. It depends on how Keith Thurman looked up until the knockout. Now, if Keith Thurman looked impressive and he's beating his boy down and then he got him out of there, then I'll say, okay, yeah, Keith Thurman might be back. I mean, it's still Mario Barrios moving up to 140, so he should get him out of there. So, but I would say, okay, Keith Thurman might be back. I would give him a little bit of credit, but it's still Mario Barrios. So I would give him a little bit of credit, but I'm not going to give him 100% credit because it's Mario Barrios. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what they're going to say. They're going to start comparing Tank's knockout to Keith's knockout. So that's why I'm asking, like, how much credit do we give Keith and to say, okay, we can throw him back into the upper echelons of the 147. Like, does he deserve to be a Mando to Spence or even Bud? You know what I'm saying? Like, where can we put him at?
I think
now.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he still don't deserve that position because in order for him to get that position, he got to fight Boots because Boots is there. Boots has already worked his way up there. He's there. He still got to fight Boots in order to get that position. But like I said, if he dominates Mario Barrios and then get him out of there, I would give him some credit for that. I'm not gonna give him 100% credit and say, "Oh yeah, Keith Thurman is back. That's the old Keith Thurman." No, he could show flashes of the old Keith Thurman, but it's still Mario Barrios.
Right.
Mario Barrios is not no world beater. But go ahead, T. Say what you was about to say.
I was gonna say he'll more so, if he get the title shot, he'll more so deserve it because of his past history, not because he knocked out no damn Barrios. We just
And
saw
he still got a big name too. Like, I mean,
You know what I mean?
regardless of how we feel, his
Barrios-
name is still big.
the Barrios win, knockout, whatever is something that he gotta do. Period. Really, that's
Right.
how he gotta do it. He gotta do it.
Right, and y'all got to remember, Mario Barrio is only getting name recognition because of Tank.
Bingo.
That's true.
Only because of Tank, because he got knocked out by Tank. Because
So
before
really,
wasn't nobody talking about Mario Barrio.
So really, it'll earn him a Tank fight, but it won't earn him a welterweight type shot.
Right. I mean, that to be honest with you, that earns him a Tank fight because both of them knocked out the same person. To be honest with you,
You talking about earn Keith a Tank fight?
He will earn a Tank fight.
Keith would have to move down.
No, Tank
to 127.
No, y'all keep saying Tank too small to move up to 147 and all this. Y'all gotta remember Manny Pacquiao is the same size as Tank. They got the same dimension. They both the same height, same arm reach, everything. They're the same dimension. So if Manny Pacquiao can do it, Tank is a bigger frame than Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, but Manny Pacquiao had help. And you know what that was.
Tank naturally already Manny Pacquiao with the help.
Yeah, but you gotta remember Tank already walk around probably like 150,
maybe with the help made him Tank type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Tank already walks around probably like 150, 155. Maybe 160. He might walk around at 160. If he ain't training, he don't have a fight coming up, Tank is probably walking around at like 160.
Yeah, but is that fighting weight though? It's a difference when you walking around at 160 fighting weight versus just 160.
No, but what I'm saying is it would be easier for him to cut off 13 pounds than for him to cut off 30 pounds.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, he's only cutting off 13 pounds to get down to 147 versus him cutting off 30 pounds to get down to 130 or 25 to get down to 135.
Right.
So he would still have that muscle mass still there at 147. He would just cut 13 pounds on.
We go give him some credit, Demetrius. We go give him as much credit as we gave Tank.
No, I said he's going to get credit, but I'm not going to give him 100% credit. It's Mario Barrio. I got to remember who Mario Barrio is. He's a middle of the pack. He's a Class C fighter. He's not no Class B, no Class A fighter. He's a Class C fighter.
And that's what makes me wonder, like, why this fight? Why was the Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrio? Was that the last person that they said, okay, we can give you this fight? Like,
I'm telling y'all, they trying to see if they finna give him to EJ or Tank.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking too, man.
I was looking at it, and it's not so much Mario Barrio earned the fight with Keith Thurman. They trying to measure Keith Thurman. Where is he at? He come back with Mario Barrio. We saw how Mario Barrio looked towards Tank Davis. If Keith Thurman don't look very impressive against Mario Barrio, he don't deserve no fight with no Earl Spence, no Bud Crawford.
They trying to see is they finna let Keith Thurman get his last hoorah at the title shot, or they trying to see if they finna send him off and build Tank. Watch.
Yeah, because like I said, they trying to ease Thurman back in. They're not going. They know Keith Thurman still has a big name in the welterweight division. They're not going to put him in there with no boost coming straight back off a 30-month layoff. They're not going to put him in there with a Virgil Ortiz coming back off a 30-month layoff. They're not going to put him in there with Carter Ben coming off a 30-month layoff. They're going to ease him back in there. Because if Keith Thurman still has it, they can still make money on Keith Thurman. But if Keith Thurman don't have it no more, he look bad against Mario Barrio, they're like, okay, we can go ahead and send him to the Wolves. So I mean, like I said, it's not worthy of no pay-per-view. But now, if this was on Showtime, I would definitely watch it. If it was on free TV Showtime, I would definitely watch it. But I'm not paying to watch this. Now I might stream it if I can find some way to stream it. I might stream it, but I'm not gonna pay my money to watch it.
I guess in reality, I'm still hoping there is like a last, like, because Keith Thurman at one point in time, man, you know, before he started moving funny with the Earl Spence thing, he was the top dog. And yeah, and from the way it looked from the outside, he was kind of like starting to get that big head, I'm the shit, you know, I tell you what to do, you type deal. But then injuries derailed him, and I think he's been humbled. I think the Pacquiao fight humbled him.
Yeah, definitely. But he still has that swagger about him, and which makes it good for a good fight if you fight with somebody with a name.
Right.
Fight somebody with a name, it still makes it makes an interesting fight because we know the old Keith Thurman. And like I said, if it wasn't such a long layoff, I don't think they would have put him in there with Mario Barrios. If it was like a year layoff, he probably would be in there with somebody with a name. He would probably be in there with like a Carter Ben or Virgil Ortiz. Put him in there with Boots,
yeah.
but he probably would have been in with one of them.
Yeah, he made himself look bad when he said he don't even know who Boots was. That, you know, that let me know right there, like, okay, this dude don't want no smoke. But then he had to go back and retract, and you know, and I'm like, man, and see, to me, beating Boots, that would easily throw him back up in there. If he'd have beat, but like if they'd have fought and he beat Boots, you got to put him up in there now. I want a title shot.
Right.
That's what make it look funny about this whole Mario Barrios thing. Like, man, what you know, Mario Barrios.
Shout out Mike Biggs Boxing. Appreciate you coming through, my brother.
Mike Biggs.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, and then we got the Leo Santa Cruz on the undercard. Now he had a long layoff too. Last time we saw him fight was when he fought Tank. He got knocked out by Tank. That's the last time we saw him fight. So he's coming off a long layoff. We don't know what Leo Santa Cruz we're going to see. Is he going to be still the old Leo Santa Cruz, or is this long layoff going to take a toll on him? Yeah. So I mean, that's what I said. A lot of these fights on this card is like, this not no pay-per-view fight.
Yeah.
Because Leo Santa Cruz, I don't remember him being on a pay-per-view except for with Tank. That's the only pay-per-view that I can remember Leo Santa Cruz on. I don't remember him on no other pay-per-view. Now he might have been on an undercard of some other pay-per-view. I just can't remember. But he definitely didn't headline no pay-per-view.
Yeah. Now he ain't never headlined one of them.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see after the fight what the numbers look like. You know, it probably won't even crack 100,000 for real.
I told him they'll be happy if they get 50 to 75,000. They should be happy with that.
They should be happy.
Because this definitely not gonna be no 100,000. If Tank Davis only got, they saying Tank Davis only had got like 50,000 pay-per-view. I think that was the last estimate that came in was like 50,000. This is definitely not going to do too much better than Tank. It might do a little bit better, but only because people want to see what Keith Thurman is going to look like. He's coming back off the long layoff, so a lot of people still know who Keith Thurman is. So they might want to see what type of Keith Thurman is going to be going against Mario Barrios, and they know Mario Barrios was just in there with Tank, so they might get a little bit more pay-per-views than Tank did with Pitbull Cruz, but it ain't gonna be too much better. Right, quickly. I'm definitely not buying that fight.
I'll tell you this much, man. If Keith lose or get knocked out, boy, he might as well relocate over there where his wife's people's at, man.
Right.
I'm telling you, he might as well just go ahead and get a passport and move on over there.
Right. Yeah, because like I said, I was actually leaning towards Mario Barrios edging out like a split decision just because of Keith Thurman long layoff. But this whole glove issue that came up, I'm starting to lean towards Keith Thurman, especially if it comes out to be true that Mario Barrios was really the one that asked for it. I'm definitely going to be leaning towards Keith Thurman with a unanimous decision. He said, Mike Benz said, if Keith wins, he should get the loser between who guys. Yeah, he should get the loser. He definitely should not get the winner. I can see him getting the loser.
Hey, you already know Earl already said he wasn't gonna fight him, and I don't even think that if say like he didn't get the Crawford fight, and this is what me and T was talking about the other day. If he didn't get the Crawford fight and Keith right there, I think he'd drop the belts and gone up to 160 and say, man, screw it, I'm done. I don't think he's not gonna fight Keith Thurman.
He's not fighting Keith Thurman. He already said
Nah,
Keith Thurman didn't give him the opportunity. He's not gonna give him the opportunity.
right, and he shouldn't.
Right. My whole thing is if Earl Spence doesn't get the Bud Crawford fight and he decide to fight one more time at 147, it need to be Boots.
It need to be Boots, right?
And I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it until we see what fight it is. And even if it's not Bud Crawford and Earl Spence fight somebody else, I'm still gonna say it should have been Boots.
Right.
I'm still gonna say it because I'm gonna keep the same energy that I keep for everybody else. If the man worked his way up there and he deserves that fight, and you said you told the man on FaceTime, hey, you're gonna get your opportunity, then if you're not getting the Bud Crawford fight, that man needs to get his opportunity. You say he was gonna get his opportunity, you only ain't giving it to him because you're trying to get the Bud Crawford fight, then he should be getting his opportunity.
So if he win 3 belts, you saying that he should, if he stay around, okay, I get it. He should, go ahead and fight Boots. But if he win 3 belts and he trying to get undisputed and Crawford still ain't moving, you don't think he'd just say, man, screw it, I'm going up there and try to go get these belts from Castano or Charlo?
Yeah, no, I believe that's what he's going to do. I'm just saying, if he decides to fight one more time at 147 and he doesn't get the Bud Crawford fight, it should be Boots. But I believe if he doesn't get the Bud Crawford fight, I believe he's going to move to 154. He already said it. He only has 2 fights left. And he's fighting Ugas. That's one fight. And the other fight is supposed to be Bud Crawford. And then after Bud Crawford, he was going to move to 154 anyway. So if he doesn't get the Bud Crawford fight, I believe he's going to move to 154. He's not going to fight at 147. He's going to move straight to 154. And he's going to relinquish the belts, and Boots is going to fight somebody for a vacant belt.
Man. Boy, that's a lot, man.
Boots go get a belt. When Earl let the belts go, Boots go get a belt, Carter Bean go get a belt, and Virgil Ortiz go get a belt.
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen.
And Bud's still going to be WBO?
Nah, Bud probably be 54.
What's going on, Gabe?
What's good, my bro?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going
G5.
on?
What's up?
Man, yeah. So, what's your take on this whole situation that just transpired?
Go, Thurman.
Mario Barrio and Thurman and who asked for the 10-ounce gloves and all that stuff.
Man, it's really some bullshit. See, y'all both coming off losses, so y'all both should be happy just to be fighting, period.
I don't pay for you.
Now, pay-per-view, that's a waste. I believe that them saying he gonna be the Mando title eliminator fight is to get the fight to sell. I don't think they're really gonna put them as that, but they could. I think they know the pay-per-view really not gonna sell, so they gotta add some type of incentive on to make it look good.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a marketing tactic, but now they could. I'm not sure. But I do think it's just a marketing tactic because Keith ain't been around, been in the ring in a while. Barrios coming off the loss, but he the more active fighter. And they need something so it can sell. And so they're trying to add different shit to it.
What's going on, Say Girl? Appreciate you coming through.
Of course, them putting it on pay-per-view though, man. That's a waste. Put it on free TV. Try to give out 3 to 5 million viewers.
Yeah.
Cut them a nice little piece of change for a guaranteed person. Call it a day.
Yeah. because
I think EJ he ain't worried about Keith Thurman, bro.
Nah,
That's the last thing he worried
no.
about. Because you know what I'm saying, we already know how he moved, and with the whole Earl Spence situation. So now, you know what I'm saying, Earl just gonna kind of return it in favor. Unfortunately. I mean, he don't have to, but I mean, he gonna give him the same energy that he gave him. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, favor ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? You want to be back in that position, but hey, you might not get that position. Now, if they lied to you, sold your dream, we done seen that. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll just have to see how it go. Because we done seen how people say, one thing and then turn around and it's totally something different. So, they got to show me. You know what I'm saying? It's done to put it on pay-per-view, though. What was the other piece to it?
Man, he should be lucky that he's still in a position, a make or break position, because he could have easily been faded out. But I think,
thank Al Heyman.
Yeah, thank Al Heyman and Keith's mouth, because let's keep it real. Keith can sell water to a well. He can talk.
Yeah,
right.
And by him
he can
being able
market
to talk, he's a great marketing tool. Like, even when he was up there trying to dodge questions or whatever, and he can still talk his way into a fight. Like, he can sell a fight. So I think maybe that's one reason why they trying to sell it as a $75 pay-per-view. Now, do we agree? Hell to the no.
Yeah. Now, that's what I was saying. He might be able to sell that to the casual fans if they looking at the press conference and all that stuff. He might be able to sell it to the casual fans, but the guys that's been watching boxing and follow boxing on an everyday basis, no, you're not selling that to us. We know what's going on. We seen how you move, and we seen how you duck Earl Spence. We've seen how you duck Bud Crawford and all that. So no, you don't deserve. You're not in that position right now. You gotta now. What he should have did if he wanted to be in that position, he should have went ahead and made that fight with Boots. He should have went ahead and made that fight with Boots, or made that fight with Virgil Ortiz, and that could have put you right there at the top of the ranking.
Exactly. But he thinking he can come back into boxing and go right to the top. That's what he thought. Because I'm Keith Thurman, I can just go ahead and one of these guys gonna give me a title shot.
Right. He tried.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He tried it, but no. Like I said, when they see the outcome of these pay-per-view buys for the Keith Thurman fight, they're gonna say, hold up. No, they're gonna start thinking the same way they thought with Tank Davis and the Isaac Pitbull Cruz. They're gonna say, hold up, this is not what we thought was gonna happen. We paying these guys all this money or whatever. And see, that's one of the reasons why PBC has that guarantee where you're only getting between 1.5 and $3 million, because if your fight don't sell, then you ain't getting no big paycheck. You're getting whatever your fight sells. So I believe that's another reason why they put it on pay-per-view, because they don't really believe that this is a big fight. But if the fans believe it's a big fight, then they're going to buy it.
And for real, Tank might be sitting back looking at this fight saying, I'm going to beat his ass. I can beat Keith Thurman. He probably already feel like that, but that'll probably be a big fight. Like Tank versus Keith Thurman.
Yeah, especially if Keith Thurman can't get Mario Barrio out there, and Tank say, hold up, I just knocked this nigga out and this nigga couldn't get him out of there. Oh yeah,
give me Thurman.
Make this fight.
Make this fight.
This is a big money fight. I could give about $10 million on this fight.
Absolutely.
Because everybody gonna buy that. Keith Thurman versus Tank Davis. Man, there's gonna be a lot of people buying that fight.
Now I will pay for that.
Yeah, I'll pay for that.
I'll pay for that.
I'll pay for that. Man, you know how many people will buy it? They will probably sell about 300,000 pay-per-views. Keith Thurman versus Tank Davis. They'll probably get 300,000 easy. Everybody gonna be talking about that. And then that will be Tank Davis' 4th division that he moved up.
Oh yeah, especially if he knocked Thurman out.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna put him on a plateau. That's gonna put him on a plateau. He knocked Keith Thurman out. So I mean, we saw what Manny Pacquiao did to Keith Thurman, and Manny Pacquiao doesn't have the one punch knockout power like Tank Davis. Not no more. He might have had it in the past. He ain't have it when he fought Thurman in 2019. He ain't have that one punch knockout. I never saw Manny Pacquiao as a one punch knockout artist anyway. He just beat you up with accumulation of punches.
Well, I just hope he have a good outing Saturday, man, and put him back to where he think he belongs. And I'll be the first to give him credit, man. If he go out there and get him out of there or even beat his ass to the corner got to stop the fight, hey, kudos to you, bro. Now we see where he gonna go. Because you already know, when they put a mic in his face, he gonna either call out Crawford or Spence. You already know that.
Shay Girl said it's gonna be Stream Team 6 for me.
You already know.
Yeah, so that's definitely gonna be a hell of a fight if he looks like the old Keith Thurman. If he doesn't look like the old Keith Thurman, it's gonna look real bad for Keith Thurman in the future. It's gonna look real bad for him because if he struggles with Mario Barrio at any point in this fight, or if Mario Barrio hurt him at any point in this fight, he doesn't have a chance with none of the top welterweights in the division.
That's true. That's true, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. This is my time. I know my man T is coming on. Everybody, if y'all leave out here, my man Southern T is coming on right after me. Y'all go support my boy Southern T. Y'all got any last words? I'll let y'all go ahead and say y'all last words.
I appreciate you letting me on, man. I just wanted to come on and cook for a minute, chop it up with the fellas, man. Like I said, man, it's Keith's world. It's Keith's world, bro. Win or lose.
Yep. I appreciate you, man. Gabe, you got any last words?
Oh man, I got caught up here late, man. But and y'all was cooking, man. Appreciate the invite as always, bro. Keep doing your thing. I know T said he about to go live, so you know what I'm saying, we'll rock out over that way as well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep supporting the brothers. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all know where I'm at by now. The name on the screen. T5_Gabe. Y'all already know. I am a boy. Go ahead and get back to it.
Yep. If y'all ain't subscribed to my boy G5, go subscribe to my boy G5 Gabe. T, you got any last words? I know you about to come on.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody, go subscribe to my boy T. He about to get ready to come on. When we get off of here, I'll be over there cooking with my boys.
Yeah. How you finna get out this junk?
All right, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all tomorrow. It's your boys, Boxing Matchups. Holla at you.